All right, get ready for today's deep dive. It's all about Bahamut.
Bahamut?
Yeah, he's a deity from Dungeons & Dragons.
Oh, wow.
And I think you might be surprised by some of the stuff we found about him.
Really?
Yeah, we dug into the Forgotten Realms wiki and even Wikipedia.
Nice.
And we're going to go way past that simple good dragon god label,
Yeah,
to uncover all the cool, unique things about him.
I like it.
So let's start at the very beginning. Who is Bahamut? Like, what's his deal?
Well, he's known as the Platinum Dragon.
Ooh, platinum dragon.
Which right away tells you he's like the top tier.
Not just any dragon.
Right, we're talking ancient, powerful, the best of the metallic dragons.
I see, so he's at the top.
But it's more than that. He's also the god of dragons.
God of dragons.
Which means he's got influence over all dragons.
Even the bad ones?
Even the ones you wouldn't want to meet in a dark alley.
Okay, I get it.
Then there's Lord of the North Wind.
Whoa, Lord of the North Wind.
It's almost poetic.
Yeah, it is.
It makes you think of him controlling the weather, the sky.
Like a force of nature.
Exactly, not just some god sitting around.
So we've got this ancient, powerful dragon who rules the skies.
Right.
But he's also lawful good, which honestly sounds kind of boring.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Can you break that down a bit, make it, more exciting?
Sure, think of it like this. Bahamut's all about order, fairness, rules.
Okay.
He believes in oaths, in doing the right thing, even if it's tough.
That's like a tough dragon.
It's not just about following the rules blindly, though. It's deeper than that.
Okay.
He wants to protect the weak, to bring justice, to fight the darkness.
So a noble dragon, like a knight.
Exactly, a paladin, absolutely dedicated to good.
A dragon paladin in the sky.
Ruling the winds and upholding justice.
I like it. But every story needs a little drama.
Oh, yeah.
And Bahamut's family is, well, a little messy.
You could say that again.
He's the son of Io, this primordial dragon god.
Powerful being.
And twin brother to, well, Tiamat.
The one and only.
Yeah, every D&D player knows about Tiamat.
The queen of the evil dragons.
5 heads, all that chaos and destruction.
Talk about sibling rivalry.
So you have good versus evil right there in the family.
It's a classic story, right?
Yeah, but it makes things interesting.
For sure.
So Bahamut's this king of the good, metallic dragons,
Yep.
And those gold, silver, and brass dragons, I bet those are his favorites.
He definitely likes them a lot.
Yeah.
But here's what's cool. He seems to really value each dragon's unique personality.
Oh, so he's not looking for like an army of clones.
Exactly. He wants them to be individuals, to use their strengths for good in their own way.
Makes sense. He's all about individuality.
And freedom, but with responsibility.
Right, so he's not just all about good intentions.
Oh, no, he's got the power to back it up.
Yeah, what about his power? I mean, he's an ancient dragon.
Oh, it's almost impossible to describe.
Really?
We're talking a cone of freezing breath. It can encase enemies in ice.
Whoa.
Then there's his vaporizing gas breath, melts through anything. Even the toughest armor.
Wow.
And his roar, it's not just loud.
Yeah, what does it do?
It can disintegrate you, completely gone, like dust in the wind.
That's terrifying.
Or even worse, imagine this. Your soul stays intact. You're deafened forever by that roar.
Oh, that's rough.
Trapped in a silent world.
I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
He's not someone you want to mess with.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
But there's one power that really stuck with me.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about brute force, it's about sacrifice.
The creation of his aspects.
Yeah, through devoted dragon worshippers.
They give their lives, literally.
And that creates what?
Not just extensions of Bahamut, like you see with some gods.
What then?
They become independent beings with their own memories, experiences.
So they're still fighting for Bahamut, even after death.
Exactly. Their essence lives on, carrying out his will.
Intense loyalty, man.
It speaks to the kind of devotion he inspires.
I get it. It's powerful stuff.
It makes you think about what's truly important, right?
Yeah, for sure. But let's lighten things up a bit.
Okay, sounds good.
Tell me about Fizban the Fabulous.
Ah, Fizban.
Just the name makes me smile.
It's perfect for him.
So Bahamut likes to walk among mortals disguised, right?
He does, and Fizban's his most famous persona.
What's he like?
This humble old wizard, kind of bumbling, but surprisingly wise.
Wait, so he's like going incognito, messing with people.
You could say that.
I love it. That's hilarious.
Imagine running into this seemingly harmless old man.
Yeah.
He tricks you into helping him with some ridiculous task.
And then,
Bam.
you find out it's the king of good dragons in disguise.
That would be amazing.
Right.
But speaking of disguises, what about those canaries?
The one's always following Fizban.
Yeah, I heard they're actually...
The 7 gold worms.
No way.
Bahamut's closest advisors, also disguised. So it's like his inner circle just hanging out as birds.
Exactly.
That's brilliant.
Each one represents a different part of Bahamut's personality.
So it's like a whole team.
Like a well-oiled machine, each with their own role to play.
Okay, hold on. There's Borkad the Claw, right? The enforcer, all about justice, following the rules to the letter.
Makes sense. Then there's Kuria the Eye, the spy.
Gathering information, always watching.
Got it. And Grumar the Voice, the negotiator.
Smooth Talker can persuade almost anyone.
Okay, and Marishak the Tail.
The gentle giant, protector, and Bahamut's bodyguard.
Wow, so even Bahamut's inner circle is this fascinating mix.
It's like a reflection of him, multifaceted.
I love it. So, tell me, who chooses to follow this guy? Who are Bahamut's biggest fans?
Well, you've got your good dragons, of course.
Makes sense. They see him as a leader, right?
Yeah, a protector, even a father figure.
But I'm guessing it's not just dragons.
You're right. Bahamut's got a special connection with the Dragonborn.
Dragonborn, those humanoids with scales and stuff.
Yeah, they've got a bit of dragon in them, and they see Bahamut as their creator god.
So to them, he's not just some powerful god. He's like the reason they exist. Exactly. And it's not limited to dragons and Dragonborn.
Really?
Anyone who values justice, honor, doing what's right, they can find inspiration in Bahamut.
So it's about aligning with his ideals no matter who you are.
Absolutely. It's universal.
That's cool. But, we've been talking about his followers, his feud with Tiamat.
What are we missing?
His powers. Like his actual divine powers.
Oh, right.
This isn't just a dragon with a fancy title.
No.
He can reshape reality, grant miracles.
He can change destiny itself.
Okay, now I'm really curious. What can he actually do?
Well, like all deities, he's got the standard powers.
The classics.
Healing, protection, maybe a little smiting here and there.
So he's not afraid to get his claws dirty.
He's there for his followers.
Nice, but his power goes beyond that, right?
Way beyond.
What?
He can give blessings, imbue his followers with strength and courage.
I can see that.
Offer divine guidance, help them see the truth, make wise choices.
So he's not all fire and brimstone.
He's about helping people be their best selves.
I like that.
And remember, he values wisdom over treasure, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting.
His powers reflect that.
How so?
He can grant knowledge, insight into ancient mysteries, even unlock hidden potential.
So it's not just about brute force.
It's about empowering others.
Guiding them to be better.
Exactly. And speaking of amazing places...
What?
Have we talked about Bahamut's realm yet?
Oh, that's right. His palace. It's in Celestia, isn't it?
You got it? That heavenly plane of pure goodness?
I can't even imagine.
Picture this. Mountains of silver and gold, waterfalls of light, skies filled with celestial beings.
Sounds amazing.
And his palace is there, beautiful beyond description.
Okay, that's way better than just saying he lives on Celestia.
And getting there is a challenge in itself.
Really?
It's described as being beyond the east wind, hidden in a whirlwind.
A whirlwind.
Moving between the layers of Mount Celestia, it's wild.
So not just a pretty palace.
It's a stronghold with portals to other planes, gates guarded by powerful archons.
Like a divine war room.
Where good gathers its strength, strategizes against evil.
Makes sense, given his eternal fight with Tiamat.
It's this cosmic battle, order versus chaos, light versus dark.
It's a big part of his story, for sure.
It shows that good can't just exist, it has to be fought for.
Always pushing back against the darkness.
And that's where Bahamut's followers come in.
There is agents in the world.
His eyes and ears, carrying out his will, spreading his message.
And we've talked about the variety, right? Dragons, dragonborn, paladins.
Even everyday people, inspired by his ideals.
It's like a whole movement, united by a shared purpose.
They believe in the power of good. They want to see it triumph.
That's pretty inspiring, actually.
It shows you the impact one being can have.
But what about the specifics? What does he teach his followers?
The core of it is honor, justice, protection, vigilance.
So it's not just about being nice.
It's about actively fighting for what's right.
Even when it's hard.
Especially when it's hard.
That's tough, but I guess it's necessary.
But there's another side to it, too.
What's that?
Mercy, forgiveness, understanding.
He believes in giving people second chances.
Even those who've strayed from the path.
So it's more nuanced than just punishing wrongdoers.
Exactly. It's about seeing the complexity of good and evil.
Recognizing that people can change.
And his followers, those clerics and paladins, they embody that balance.
trying to live up to those ideals.
It's a tough job, but someone's got to do it.
And then there's that incredible ritual, the Rite of Rebirth.
Yes. The transformation into Dragonborn.
It sounds intense.
Imagine this. You feel a call, a pull towards something greater.
Okay.
It leads you to a Bahamut temple. You lay down your weapons, meditate.
Sounds peaceful.
And then you enter a special chamber.
What kind of chamber?
It's egg-shaped.
Egg-shaped.
Symbolizing rebirth, a new beginning.
I see.
And when you emerge, you're not the same anymore.
You're a Dragonborn.
A champion of Bahamut, forever linked to his destiny.
Wow, that's life-changing.
It's a huge sacrifice, a commitment to something bigger than yourself.
I can see why it would appeal to some people.
It's a chance to be more, to fight the darkness alongside Bahamut.
That's powerful stuff. We've been talking about individuals.
Yeah.
What about organized groups, like orders of knights dedicated to Bahamut?
There are some pretty amazing ones.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Well, there's the Talons of Justice. They're like the ultimate knights, Taladins, totally devoted to the law.
Lawful good taken to the extreme.
You could say that. They follow the Patarian Code.
What's that?
This super strict set of rules governs everything they do.
Sounds intense.
No bending the rules, no compromises, just pure justice.
Wow, so they're serious about it.
They're the real deal.
But it's not all about strict rules, right?
Right, there's more to serving Bahamut than that.
Okay, good.
Then you've got the Platinum Cadre, mostly Dragonborn Knights.
Dragonborn knights.
Yeah, they're all about challenging those prejudices against dragons.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Especially where the chromatic dragons have, caused trouble.
Makes sense. Someone needs to show that not all dragons are bad.
Exactly. They're like living proof that even creatures people fear can be good.
So they're ambassadors for good dragons.
You got it. They show their devotion through actions, bravery, selflessness.
Okay, so it's not just about words.
It's about deeds, proving themselves worthy of Bahamut.
It's a powerful message, don't you think?
Definitely. It goes beyond just dragons and knights.
Yeah, it's about judging individuals, not stereotypes.
Looking at their character, their actions.
That's a message we could all use, honestly.
Absolutely. It's a universal truth.
It makes you think.
It does.
So we've gone from Bahamut's powers to his court, his followers, even this wild transformation ritual.
It's a lot to take in.
It is. It's mind-blowing how much one deity can influence things.
It makes you wonder about our own values, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Like, what guides our actions? Do we strive for justice, compassion?
Are we trying to make the world better?
It's a good question to ask ourselves.
It is. Are we living up to those ideals? And if not, what can we do?
It doesn't have to be big, heroic stuff. It's the little things, how we treat others, standing up for what's right.
Even when it's hard.
Exactly, offering help when we can.
Those small acts of kindness, they matter.
They do. They can inspire others, make a difference.
So, as we finish up this deep dive, I have one last thought.
Go for it.
If you were a dragon, what kind would you be?
That's a good one. Would you be like Bahamut?
Fighting for justice, protecting the innocent.
Or would you forge your own path with your own values?
It's a question worth thinking about.
Even without dragons, we all have choices to make.
About who we want to be, what kind of impact we have.
And Bahamut reminds us, even with all the darkness,
There's always hope. Good can triumph.
it's a powerful message for anyone who wants to make a difference.
So, until our next deep dive,
Keep exploring, keep questioning.
and keep striving to be the best versions of yourselves.